Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener, better for you, beauty, skincare, and beyond. I try products out for you so you know what to buy and what not to buy. Today I'm back with a Get Ready With Me Monday. It's a special one. I am teaming up with TEAMSEAS, hashtag TEAMSEAS. You'll see it out there if you're on YouTube or really any social media platform. So two massive creators on the platform have teamed up in an effort to generate $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean, rivers, and beaches. I've already made a donation under Team Britt Wit. You do not have to make a donation, but I was so excited about this opportunity. I'm not paid to do any of this, but today I'm going to be putting on products that are refillable, clean, refillable products. No more net new plastic, no more 8 billion pounds of plastic that falls into the ocean or is put into the ocean every year. If you want to learn more, you can click the link below to find out. For now, let's go put some makeup on this face because it wants some makeup on it. Grab a cup of coffee or tea, stick around, and let's get into it. Could you imagine if we can raise $30 freaking million? I just like it when we can harness the power of the internet for something positive. I would have had no idea this even existed if it weren't for TubeBuddy, which I pay for. I love them. If you like this kind of content, if you like Get Ready With Me Mondays, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit that like button, send it to a friend who needs a little inspiration in the morning or is looking for some new clean beauty on their journey. I actually already put this on my face, but I'll put a little more. So the thing is, I couldn't find an SPF, a refillable SPF, but I have some SPF that's in glass containers, compostable bioresin containers, starting with the Josh Rosebrook there, but the rest of these are strictly refillable. I just wanted to let you know. Everything that I use, this is the Alima Pure Concealer in Echo. I got a refill of this recently because forgot how much I like it. It starts off very dry to the touch, but then it melts and it spreads really nicely. All the links to all the products will be below. Did a quick mask today and some gua sha. The skin needed some exfoliation. This concealer is really good if you have oily skin, I would say. It's not going to give you shine. I don't ever really need to set it. It's kind of wonderful. You can also put it in a lot of different places on the face, and it doesn't seem to gather like others, but you know, skin does need to be prepped, so hydrated. Okay, next up, we're gonna do a little bit of powder. This is also Alima Pure. This is not all Alima Pure, by the way. This is their pressed powder. I bought this a long time ago and I did not review it that well because I was very harsh on the ingredients like sodium benzoate. I started off a little paranoid, not gonna lie. I think it's pretty common because I fell for fear-mongering that was going on. But I have since grown into loving this. It's a great option beside the loose powder. I happen to love their setting powder as well, as more of a light coverage option. But if you're not into powder foundations, you might be missing out. I know they don't get a ton of love. A lot of people prefer liquid foundations. But powder can look so beautiful and natural when it's put on top of the right prep. Also why I love a pressed powder, you don't have to be so careful. There's no plume of powder here that you're gonna have to contend with. And if you're worried about looking powdery, I have no powdery issues or dryness. I am almost done with my Atomic Habits book, you guys. I don't know if you're reading it. It'd be great if you guys were reading it with me. Anyway, I'm almost done with it. I just finished the point where he talks about the 2-minute rule, and I realized why so many of my initiatives have just fallen flat. I've heard the advice before to not overdo it. By the way, for brows, a refillable option is from Plume. It goes fast, but you can get those refills. I really wish Kosas had this. I really do, because I feel like their product lasts a little bit longer. But currently, the best refillable brow pencil that I've seen is this guy. I am going to use the Mob Beauty palette that I created a while back. Use the brown shadow for eyeliner. See how that looks. Another option for a refill concealer, by the way, is from Organic Skin Co. Organic Skin Co. also has really amazing refillable options on a ton of their products. There's a bunch of them out there now, so you've got options. But yes, the 2-minute rule, very interesting. It's all under this umbrella of making the habits easy so you can stay consistently with them. Really, it's just about turning it into something automatic. So you want to create the environment that is conducive to just doing something without having to think about it. That's kind of how I feel about makeup. I just want to be able to use it and not have to think about it and know that it's going to be not harmful to my skin and work really well. Do the thing that you're trying to do consistently for 2 minutes only. This, in effect, is supposed to make it feel less challenging to initiate. Basically, it turns a mountain back into a molehill, if you know that saying. So a good example of that is, say I want to get on the treadmill. 2-minute rule would mean that every day at a specific time, so it makes it easier so you know what time you're gonna go, or you have a trigger or a cue to help you know this is treadmill time. I know that I'm gonna get on there, but he says, just go on for 2 minutes. If you're gonna do yoga, stand on the mat for 2 minutes. And he actually recommends or says that one way to do it is you can just only allow yourself 2 minutes. I said this in a previous video. When I do that, I end up wanting to do more. I've been able to stick to the treadmill routine. I had a bit of a health issue, so took a couple of days off, listened to my body, whatever. I think there's so much to be said about taking care of your nutrition and your sleep. Like, you have to hit your baselines to be able to do the things that he's talking about. He's not a wellness expert, so I can completely understand why he's not touching on those subjects. But if you're sick, you know, you're not gonna be able to sit. Maybe you can stand on the treadmill for 2 minutes, I don't know. The other thing I noticed is I really like a challenge, and I overload my to-do list. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do morning yoga and then journal, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do it. And inevitably I'll do it for 1 or 2 days and then I'll stop because A, it's too much, but B, there's this weird thing that happens, and I don't know if this is just me. I look at what version of myself do I wanna be a year from now? Not like who do I wanna be, a new me. I wanna just keep evolving and learning. It doesn't feel like I'm not good enough, because I feel like there's a lot of narrative out there that makes us feel like, well, you gotta be thinner, you gotta be smarter, you gotta do more. Nobody needs that. It keeps us spinning, and it's overwhelming and stressful, which defeats the whole purpose of this, right? But what happens is, you're Weis. You gotta leave it standing up. Learning that lesson, or else it just looks real clompy. Sorry, I just distracted myself. So the thing that I do is, it's like my inner 10-year-old bubbles up. After 2 days, I'm feeling great, I'm doing great, everything's great. And then it's like my inner 10-year-old goes, I don't want to. Just 10 minutes of meditation. I don't want to meditate today. Like, I don't want to meditate today. I want to live my life. That's what happens. And this reminds me of that Gretchen something or other, the Happiness Project, and she has you do profiles. Gretchen Rubin, yes, the Happiness Project. I don't know if y'all have done that, but everyone loves a good quiz that tells them who they are, when in fact, you guys already know who you are. I mean, like, we know who we are, but it's fun to, like, the Enneagram or something, you know, it's what Myers-Briggs. I think I was the rebel, and I think this is a common trait among people like that. I'll need to revisit that one again, but I did notice that happening when I was trying to shift my habits, and I don't know, do you do that too, or do you just like, you're just like, this is too much? I don't know. So I think the overwhelm myself part, I can absolutely scale back. I'm gonna use the 2-minute rule and see how that goes. I just like to see. It's almost like scientific experiments, lifestyle experiments every week. And I get to pick and choose what helps me, what serves me, and then I can drop what doesn't, right? Because not everything's gonna work for everybody, similar to makeup. What I like, you might hate. What you like, I might hate. Well, hate is a strong word, but you know what I mean. Storing this upright, yeesh. I do love that mascara. It's on my favorites list, but you gotta watch out where you place it, how you place it. Moving right along. I'm gonna use the bronzer in the Mob Beauty palette as well. It's in front of me, and it's easy. I like that. But I'm so excited, I'm almost done with the book. I'll probably do a recap. I might start doing book reviews like I do makeup reviews. It really is just so fascinating, and then I forget it all. I feel like that would help me retain more. It's just fun. I think I might be becoming a book club person, but I don't have a book club yet. So maybe I'll add that to my list of goals, and I'll do 2-minute steps towards it. Stay tuned. Anything can happen. I also like to start digging more into skincare. I honestly feel, because I use this Maya Chia product, I love Maya Chia, but I use their the super couple Astaxanthin Chia Ultra Luxe Face Oil. Just doesn't vibe with my skin. I'm sure it's an incredible product. My mom is gonna be getting it. But yeah, my skin didn't like it, and that's fine. And I feel like with skincare, we're just throwing spaghetti on a wall. We're just throwing serum on our faces and we're seeing what sticks, you know? I still don't understand why skincare has to be so complicated. I've yet to really really go into that. I did read the book Clean, which got me thinking about it a lot, and I mentioned that over here. Skincare books is why I bring that up. It could be a part of the book club repertoire. I think there's a place for both. We put all the weight on the serum and then lead an intensely stressful existence. Serum's not going to be able to do much. I think if we put all the weight on the namaste of it all and we don't wear SPF or maybe aren't familiar with hyaluronic acid, I don't know, our skin could look good, but maybe we can help it out with the other side of the coin. You know what I mean? So I'm doing a lip combo, which should surprise absolutely no one. I'm using the Organic Skin Co. Cheeky Lips. Probably should get a refill. And the Mob Beauty lipstick. I forget the shade of this, but it's this really pretty pink and peach combo. Perfect for winter. No, it's really more of a summery color, but I don't care. I just like it. Ah, see, it is a refill. So skincare's on the horizon. Ooh, let me know if you stop. If you have any skincare, holistic skincare related books, articles, blogs, people, whatever, any resources that you like that speak to whole skincare, holistic skincare, not just what goes on your face or even just what goes on your face. Now that I think about it, I do want to check out the Caroline Huron's. I don't know if that's how you say her last name, but I want to check out her book because everybody has a different opinion, right? It leaves the consumer feeling completely confused. I was completely confused. I'm still relatively confused. I'd like to start looking at resources there, maybe talk to some dermatologists, some cosmetic chemists, some estheticians that I know. I think it would be fun to explore that a little bit further. And not even just the science-backed side of it, but also the mental science side of it. So are there people who look at stress levels and hormone levels and how those interact with your skin? I mean, this past week was really interesting for me. I was having all of these crazy dreams and there was like teeth grinding. It was like insane crazy dreams. Hair was falling out and I was yelling for no reason. It was like a lot. It was a lot. So obviously I was trying to work something out and I knew what it was. At work, situation presented itself where because of the Great Resignation, and for many reasons, a lot of people have left and it leaves the people behind picking up the slack or whatever the rate. Maybe there was a reorg. And so I was doing it because, you know, slight people pleaser. I started just internalizing all, like, really resentful. And then I've done this before. There was a direct parallel between this very feeling, this very situation. This is exactly where I was probably a little over 10 to 12 years ago in a previous job where I had whipped up myself into such a spin that I had put all my time into my side business, which ended up compensating my corporate. So I could leave the company. I would be fine leaving the company. It allowed me to be able to leave. Instead of being open and honest with my managers, I just was like, I'm out. I mean, I was nice about it, but you know, I left. And I always wish I had spoken up more or vocalized things, but then there was always a side of me, and I think this is very common in women. Not all women, but a lot of us I think have probably felt this. You just turn from overworked to really angry to just internalizing it and then either exploding or taking leave or just quitting angrily. And we've all kind of been there, I guess, in our own way. It doesn't have to be just at work. It can be with friends or whatever the situation. This time around, I could see it and I could see these dreams leading up to it. And I was like, you know, you have to say something. You have to speak up for yourself. And it was interesting because my brother, who's 2 years older, who just had a baby, gorgeous, beautiful angel baby, my little niece, he was talking about all of this stuff and how at one point he had to negotiate his role in a very cutthroat industry. So like 10 times more kind of gross than the one I'm in. He went in big time and he was like, I was really scared, but I said this and I did this and it came through me authentically. So he wasn't yelling or angry. It was coming from an authentic space, and he's genuinely a very kind person. He got the point across and he got it. And I was like, what made you do that? I'm so inspired. What got you there? You know, what got you there? And he said, my niece's name is Vera, and he said something that really stuck with me, and it was, I couldn't go back to my daughter one day and say that I didn't fight for my family or that I wouldn't speak up for myself. Hello. And that's why this week I made notes. I was actually surprisingly nervous about it. And I was having like gut pains, and this is just a normal conversation, and I have a lovely manager currently. this is a family channel, so I won't say names, but I was writing it down, and then I got really calm because I knew that what I was saying was coming from a place of kindness towards myself. I wasn't going to be super emotional, and I did it, and lo and behold, I had the conversation. It was hard, but it was received well. Will this change things? I don't know. I hope so, but I was so happy that I said something, because saying something, if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's not gonna do anything, it's not gonna make a difference, it's not gonna make a change. I don't know, because I'm not in your life, I'm not living your life day to day, but I can tell you this. I thought the same exact thing. And I think it is important. The next night, slept like a baby. No more screaming dreams, no more hair falling out dreams. None of it. Wasn't listening to what other people were saying I should do. No more inputs. It was just getting calm and quiet, understanding what I needed to do and doing it with zero expectations from the other party, because I can't control that. What I can control is speaking up. I don't have a daughter. Oh my God, that would be so fun though. I don't know where that came from, but it's just looking at Vera. Oh, she's so cute. You know, there is Vera. I do have younger cousins. I have friends. I have women I work with that are so burnt out. These are bright, intelligent, kind females. I'm not seeing this as much with the men. They are working themselves into exhaustion. For what? For what? And instead of just saying, leave the job immediately, for me, it's important to at least be honest with the work. Then I will feel like, all right, I did everything I could do. I did my best. That's all we can do. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're not gonna do it right. You know, we might not get what we want, but it just felt right. Well, that was a detour. Anyway, pretty much love how I went from plastic in the ocean to speaking up for yourself at work and stopping teeth grinding. Welcome to the Get Ready With Me Mondays. The stream of consciousness is real. So this is the completed look. I say look, I mean, this is just how it goes. This is what ended up on my face. I feel like it was pretty simple and easy. I'm gonna see how this shadow holds up. I usually would wet it to make it last a little bit longer. I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what some of your favorite refillable products are. I would love to know. And finally, if you are interested, you can check out the TEAMSEAS project. It goes until January. The team I have it under is Britt Wit. Do whatever you can or don't, but it's actually a really cool campaign you should check out. It's a lovely reminder, not only about saving the earth, but also that interwebs can be a positive force in this world. So it makes me happy. Links if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed getting ready with me today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos come out weekly. I'm gonna go put all this stuff away. I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.